What's up, YouTube? Jordy C here, back with a very quick one today. Just a little update for you from the true crime news world. You might have missed this because there's a lot of other news going on, not least of which is the fact that we are returning to the Middle Ages, apparently. But in case you did miss it, this also happened this past Thursday, June 23rd. You may remember, I've talked about it on this channel before, and you may have heard it elsewhere, that Damien Echols of the West Memphis Three went back to court with his lawyers because they were petitioning the Crittenden County courts to do new, more sophisticated DNA testing on some of the evidence from the case. And it's my understanding that most of that DNA testing is what they call MVAC technology. It's touch DNA, so you can get DNA from just a very small surface, much more sophisticated than anything they were able to do back in the 90s, of course, or even in 2011 when they did some testing. So on Thursday, the 23rd, Echols and his lawyers went into the Crittenden County Circuit Court and met with Judge Tanya Alexander, who heard their petition. And as you can probably tell from the title of this video, Miss Tanya Alexander, the Honorable Judge from the Crittenden County Circuit Court, denied the petition for further DNA testing. Now, most of the reporting on this doesn't really give her reasoning for the denial, but shout out to my friend Aurora, who provided me with one link that did have an article that lightly touched on Alexander's reasoning for this. And it just says, this is from the, what even is this? TB&P? TalkBusiness.net? Maybe not the most credible source, but hey, at least they tried to put a reason to it. They said that Judge Alexander told Echols that since he was not in prison anymore, he could not seek relief in the form of DNA testing. Okay. Now, it goes on to say that Echols' defense team member Lonnie Story said that the ruling was an incorrect interpretation of the law. There are consequences that a wrongful conviction brings to a defendant that go beyond incarceration, and many have sought relief even after being released from prison. Yeah, I mean, yes, Damien's not in prison anymore. The West Memphis Three are out of prison, but they're still effectively, in the eyes of the law, convicted murderers, right? Because they signed the Alford pleas. So you could see why they might want to get that off the books, right? And not be a convicted murderer anymore. Like, maybe they still deserve to be able to pursue some justice even though they're not locked up. That just seems weak and thin to me. They're going to appeal. Damien says here already that he's going to appeal this, and you would expect him to. I'm sure critics will say, oh, this is all just a dog and pony show. They don't want justice. It's just a distraction from the PR team. There's a lot of wacky beliefs out there about Damien and the West Memphis Three, as I'm sure you know. But I like this quote here from Lonnie Story, again from Damien's legal team. Quote, "We are extremely disappointed in the judge's decision, which was based upon a narrow interpretation of the law and one that failed to allow justice to be served. All we asked for is the right to seek to identify the DNA of the real killer or killers. We will certainly appeal the decision and are confident that the Arkansas Supreme Court will see it differently. The sad fact is that those responsible for the murders of 3 children in 1993 will breathe a sigh of relief now that Arkansas is once again in their corner." End quote. So, yeah, I mean, business as usual in this case. The wheels of justice turn very, very slowly for everyone involved. But look, we're going to keep following the story. I hope they do appeal it, and I hope that Lonnie Story is correct, that the Arkansas Supreme Court does in fact see it differently. That's it for today, peeps. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.